This is going to be a tour video of my town on the Proximatic server of Moonlight. So yeah, here we go. This area here is the warp. This is the warp zone. If you do /warp Moonlight, this is where you will warp to, and this here is the warp cannon that you take to get from the spawn area to here. Find a device. This here is the the rail line that leads up to my house and eventually to my inn that I built. So let's get started on the houses. I'll start by going this way. Over here we have Miss Aura's house, a little clay looking house. Nice little fireplace inside there. Here we have Cipher, however the heck you say his name. This is his house here. It's almost finished. Been kind of in the works for a while, but you know, perfection takes time, so to speak. Right here we have an old member. This is Hax's house, or yeah, H-A-A-X-H. Yeah. So over this way is the most recently added, large bridge that spans across the bay, as called by Kyle, the person who built it, the Reed Bay Bridge. Now, just to say, this bridge was not legit, but, you know, it works. It looks nice, too. Very commendable of him. There's a nice little tour across the bridge. One island over there. So, yeah. Across the bridge here. Right here, we have more houses. This right here is the newest house in Moonlight, Mr. Todd's house, or Mr. Todd 211. This is his house. Over here we have our nice sitting gazebo and someone else's house. It's not supposed to really be there, but you know, whatever. I won't say your name. Over here we have Holy Rabbit's house. It's recently new, is second to came before his house, Mr. Todd's. Right here we have the public enchantment station. Very useful. You know, if you ever want to come here and get something enchanted, you can just stop by Moonlight and hit it up. Mr. Todd right there. Right here we have Brody, or Broadseer's house, however you want to say his name. A little unlit nether portal here, which I don't understand why he put it there, in his tree house, and over there is his little dirt tower looking thing. Right here we have the public mine, which was built by Miss XOXO Jelly, or Jelly as we like to call her. Right here we have King Crafter's house and Erg. It's not even, but that's okay. So right here we have our public wheat farm. Yay! Built by me, Bobbyman22. Little chest for storing stuff. And right here is the beach where we have all of our reeds growing at. Again, placed down by me, but you know, my town anyways. So yeah, it's similar to the other town, which I also own, which I'll be showing in a few minutes, but that's future stuff. And here's our little watermelon patch. A little thing. Oh dang, this is, that's just another house. I'm sorry, I don't remember who you are. Very unprofessional of me. This is, well, I'm sorry. So this is the very first house that was in Moonlight. This is Sketch Sword's house. Well, tree house, actually, but, you know, it's there. Looks nice. And it's the very first house that I ever had here in Moonlight. Back when Moonlight was a wee little baby. So over here we have Raver Bro's bunker, which giant bunker thing. Over here we have Mine and Sketch's chicken farm. Hello, chickens. Hello. That'd be a creeper exploding at my back. I'll get to that in a second. That's the path up to Reed Bay, which is the other part of the town that I own. So now we're gonna take our little time and go up the pathway I have built. We'll just slip through here. Shortcut. Woohoo! Okay, so here we are back at Broad's house. Going up, and the sign back there it said to Moonlight Inn. right here, excuse me, right here we have one of the moderators or staff members or whatever you like to call them of Proximatic. This is Miss Edelon's house, or Edo, however you like to say her name. And Sketch is also one of our one of Proximatic staff members, and there's his little wolf. Oh, and Kirby's house over there, he is actually the person who runs the server, and technically owned it since our owners just kind of, disappeared. So over here we have Jelly's other humble abode. She has many houses all over Proximatic, but this is where she built another one of her houses at. Down there you can see Brody's dirt cobble tower thing, because it was originally dirt and I told him to make it to something more interesting. So no one wants to see just a derpy looking dirt tower. Over here we have at Fish Bob's house. He's the other monarch of our server, which is one of the highest ranks, if not the highest rank, I believe. Well, second to highest rank, along with Kirby, even though he's, So this here is my inn. This is the Moonlight Inn. It's the best place to stay in Proximatic. A little backstory behind this. This was made on RP server. Well, this isn't the original version of it, but I do have to say this is actually the 5th time over the past year or two that I've actually rebuilt the Moonlight Inn. Just a little bit of interesting tidbit. Here's Spider. He stalked me, but over here we have Skylord's house. He was either the first or second person to put a house right next to mine after I cleared this out here. And right here is Sniper 227's house. Box of wood. Not much to see. So right here we have my beautiful porch. You can see all across Moonlight and part of Reed Bay. If I had my thing on high, then you'd be able to see it, but whatever. And here is my amazing house with my 2 graves out front. One for my internal organs, because those damn cows melted them, and my wolf, Chunky. He died. Creeper accident. So now I'm going to do /warp Moonlight. And here we are back down at the fountain area. So now let's take a walk up here to Reed Bay. Right here we have Ninja's house. He was one of the first houses that was actually out this way, because at the time after Moonlight was built, I didn't have ownership of Reed Bay, which is right over there, as you can see. Well, where those 2 houses are at. Right here we have Lotech's house, another one of the old users of Proximatic. Over there is at Fish Bob's. Goodness gracious, I'm sorry. His lighthouse that he created. Sorry about that. Very nice. And he actually dubbed this area, Reed Bay and Moonlight, the 2 harbor area, or something of that sort, because both towns have a harbor in them. This is Reed Bay. Reed Bay is a small section of Moonlight. Right here we have Sills, or Tespa's house, or just Sills. He and Demonic Lord Kai both own, or started Reed Bay themselves. After Sills got on about, 2 or 3 weeks ago, he decided, after I told him that Moonlight was built right next door to Reed Bay, and Reed Bay was still here, he decided to merge them merge Reed Bay with Moonlight. Right here we have Master Kyle's house. He was the second person to actually live in Reed Bay. Let's step down here. And this is why it's called Reed Bay, because originally the bay was, well, still as you see, has reeds going around it. So, yeah. Down here we have 2 little piers, and we have a little small house here which no one owns, and I'd like to give it to someone, but I don't think anybody wants to have it actually. So So up here we have our town hall, which me and Sills made about a day or 2 after he had come back to the server. Haven't actually had a use for it, and actually we haven't put anything in it, probably won't. So down here we have Edelon's second house. She's the only member of Moonlight that actually has 2 houses. Quite interesting, but still. Over here we have just another fountain that I made, and no warp to that. I'm not going to be one, but whatever. Here we have Yuri's house, which is still a work in progress, but it's coming along quite nicely. And last but not least, we have Vision Aside's house, which the very, very large tree up there, and he's got another sitting room that's up there too. Very nice place, and yeah. That's Moonlight / Reed Bay in a nutshell. It's been worked on for about I don't know how long it's actually been up here. Moonlight has been, but it's been up here for, I don't know, maybe close to around a month. I'm not really sure though, but yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. But yeah, if you would like to have a house here in Moonlight, then just message me here, or well, ask me here on Proximatic if you're ever on and like to have a house here before the map resets, which is coming when 1.2 comes around. Or you can message me on the Proximatic forums, or ask one of the server moderators, because a lot of them actually live here in Moonlight. And so yeah, that's Moonlight and Reed Bay, and glad you watched it, and yeah, BobbyMan22 signing out.